Basically, it was just, I mean, I sent you guys what we're looking to do. Apparently, I've been told we're not going to be able to talk much about it, and you're not going to be able to ask me questions, and I'm not supposed to be anything. So before, in the past, we used to have this meeting, and I would bring it to you guys, and we'd have a discussion, banter, just to kind of see what was going on. But they've told me that I'm not really supposed to talk to this, so it's going to kind of be a really short meeting. I don't know if you guys have any questions.
What we don't want to get into is obviously the deeper negotiations. A lot of that.
Yeah, negotiations are done for the most part.
Yeah,
The
so
judge
you can
wanted
just
us
give a
to.
briefing.
Yeah, the judge just wanted to see, I mean, the union and us
Because
and,
obviously, I've not looked this over yet.
Yeah.
We just got this, so.
yeah, I emailed you guys last week, so
Yeah, I didn't get it.
That's why I didn't get it.
Yeah, I didn't get it either.
I sent it all to you guys' city email address, so,
Well, did you get a new ones or?
the new ones.
I even didn't get it.
I didn't get
I
it.
sent it to, did you get the
I
email?
believe it was on Thursday.
Yeah.
To the council, the packet that I printed. That's
Yeah, I sent it because I included you in on that
You know what?
email.
I'm gonna look for it right now.
Yeah. I have copies of everything, so I
Okay.
did bring copies of everything if you
problem.
want to see or what have you, but you guys, she made you copies and.
You know what
have you.
day it was?
I think Thursday when you sent the agenda, right?
What
I
was
think
that day, right?
on that day.
I believe it was, yeah. I forwarded, I don't know the date. It must have been on Thursday.
Okay, no problem.
I just wanted you guys to have a little bit of a backup of what I was going to discuss. Basically, I mean, the union, the court, administration, we've all come into an agreement, and the union has accepted. And so they came into the TA. So they did a draft copy of the contract, which I included for you guys to review and see if you guys had any questions or anything. Because the way we have always negotiated is we'll come into this, obviously based upon council approval. We've always come to a meeting it was like a pre-informal hearing. Yeah. Just to see if you guys had any questions
we
or
did
if
get it.
something, yeah.
We did, thank you, I'm
I
sorry.
was out of the country, so.
Okay, you're excused.
That's why he
Yeah,
looks
so
thin.
that's basically where we're at. So I sent you everything, and the judge's, administrative memo as well for the non-union. And that was basically it. And I just wanted to see if you guys had any discussion or anything you wanted me to take back to the judge.
If you guys agree on it, the union agrees on it, the administration agrees on it, we're here to concur with, you guys at the end of the day are the ones that
Yeah.
negotiate amongst each other, so.
Okay, yeah, because sometimes, there's always been some questions and, something that came through and we would banter and talk about.
So this, we will be voting on Tuesday, at the
Yes.
next regular council meeting on the tentative agreement. Basically, what will happen is, once you guys have looked it over and you're comfortable with everything, we will go ahead and vote on it, approve it or deny it. Once it's approved, then at that particular point, it goes back to the attorneys just to do the final, maybe adjustments in terms of legalese.
Yeah,
Make all the
everything is,
attorneys
yeah.
happy, but you'll be approving it and it'll be official at that point on
Yeah, so
Tuesday.
basically, and then what I will submit for the agenda, I'll send something over to George for, will be the signed administrative order by the judge, and as well as, that's pretty much the gist of it. I didn't give you guys a signed copy, I just gave you a draft.
Sure. Okay. Any comments from any of the council members?
Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Who represents the court workers now? It was John Allen. Who's doing the?
John Allen is still,
Okay.
is still working with the judges, on behalf of the court. And then they have Al Breeze represents the POAM. He's their rep.
Okay. Council members?
I mean, I had a couple of questions, just verifications. 14.7, if you go to, it says A, Part 4. I know it says employees hired on or after 1/1/87 shall not be entitled to personal time. Does it still make sense, even though it's a new contract, saying 87?
Well, because you have to go with your employees you have a lot of employees, obviously, I don't think we have any that are for prior to 87, but I've been there since 92. So you got to keep because things change throughout the year. So you want to keep those dates in effective just for purposes. So like we said a couple years ago in 2016, I believe, we had to change it again. So when negotiations came through with the administrative,
18.
different terms.
Just the way it's wording, like no time off during their first year for employment. Well, their first year was 88.
Oh, yeah, so no, some of the language, could be, something, where are you at, in 14 point?
Yeah, that's page 18,
Personal leave.
personal
Okay.
leave.
Yeah, so employees hired on or after, that might be when the union was established
Yeah.
at one point?
I thought it just would be updated, but I mean, you guys know better.
Well, actually, employees hired on or after 1/8/87 shall not be entitled to personal time off during their first year of employment. That is still true.
Okay.
We don't get personal days within the first year of employment.
Council Chair,
Go ahead, Councilman.
I don't believe we should be doing, asking all of these questions about what's in a TA, because we have not yet voted on a TA. And that would be something after we voted on a tentative agreement, so then the administration can go back and clear up any language that is necessary to do. So I don't want to be prudish here, but I believe that's what needs to be done, and we're asking questions about the way this is being handled right now.
Well, and that wasn't on the TA, that was just a general question on the actual
Yeah.
contract,
Well,
so.
I see it here on page 18, so that is
Yeah.
part of the.
Yeah, well, this is the old contract, this is,
but
so if you're
still,
just looking to
it's
clean
all
up. Mm-hmm.
part of it. It's still part of the tentative agreement. Either it's changed or not, it's still part of the.
But
Okay.
Council Chair, this has already been agreed on, so we have to vote on it
No.
next time?
Yeah, well, I was just bringing this here for discussions, and if you guys had questions, and I could,
But this has been agreed
answer.
between the
This'll be-
administration and the
Between the
union.
union.
Yes.
So this
Yep.
is already done then, so,
To
I
be
mean, we
filed.
can ask wherever you want, just to clarify stuff, I
Just-
believe.
No, we have not agreed to it yet, sir.
Not
No,
you,
no, no, not
the
us.
Administration
We're gonna
and the
vote on
union.
But we're gonna vote on it on Tuesday, then after we vote on it Tuesday, we should be able to discuss it. But we're discussing about
Well, it's a
something
study
that's not been-
session to
See,
discuss it.
well, that was my fault, this is why I asked to come
That's why she's
so.
here, it's a study session.
But we've been told by, council
Corporation
and what
counsel.
happened, that says we should not, so.
You're
Well,
not gonna be
I'm
here
not
on
discussing any
Tuesday, I'm
terms, I'm
assuming.
just clarifying some stuff.
sorry?
to-
I said you're not gonna be here on Tuesday.
I'm gonna log in, yeah, I'll be
okay.
logging in, yeah,
Via
on
Zoom.
Tuesday but I'm gonna have this placed on the agenda so I'll be there if you have any questions, but that's what I was trying, if you had like clarifications, just so that.
Exactly, yep, thank you.
That's what I figured.
Thank you
we
for your
could-
understanding.
We could do that now because it just saves on the time. I know how you guys,
Mm-hmm.
precious time and don't want it to drag on for everything, so I try to kick it out beforehand, but it's your call.
Is there another question?
I think that's, I have one more.
Okay.
The first page, it says in Article 25.1, and it says 3% no retro pay. Is that starts from the time it's signed, or is it from July?
This is from July 1.
From
So
July.
there's where the signing bonuses came into play, was basically approximately 6 months into, since we, did this and got it ratified by the union in January. So the signing bonus is kind of equivalent to the 6 months of lost pay.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All set, Council Chair.
Okay. Any other members on the council have any questions?
No, they do a great job at the court, Council Chair. I think.
Okay, good job.
Thank you.
They're
Thank
happy.
you.
Thank you very much.
I told you it'd be short and sweet.
Yep, and we'll see you Tuesday.
Thank you. All right.